Hey guys, my name's Hayley and welcome back to 7D TV. So this week was Around the World Week, and seeing as I live in the vast and large, amazing country of Canada, I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about Canada, because not everyone knows a lot about us, other than, the general stereotypes that all of us eat poutine and love hockey, live in igloos, and ride moose and, polar bears to school. Which I will admit would be awesome. It doesn't actually happen. Canada separated from the United Kingdom on July 1st, 1867, which is why July 1st is officially known as Canada Day. It's kind of the same idea as the 4th of July is down in the States, except it's on the 1st instead of the 4th. Officially became a country on April 17th, 1982. So it's a relatively new country, to be honest. Like, we're one of the newer countries. We actually have the second largest country in the entire world, but are only 37th, I think, in the world population-wise. So basically we have this huge, vast amount of area and no people to fill it with. And now for the cool/weird facts. There's something like 300 accidents per year that involve cars hitting moose, and the funny thing is, if it's a car, the moose usually win. I wouldn't want to be messing with a moose, to be honest. They're kind of weird and scary, and they have really big antlers. And, I just wouldn't want to get mixed up with them. Mac and cheese is the most purchased grocery item in Canada. Who would have thought? Apparently we are completely crazy for macaroni and cheese. I mean, it's perfectly understandable because mac and cheese is freaking delicious. And I would just like to point out that I personally think that poutine is gross. I hate poutine. Mostly because I just don't like gravy. So the idea of putting gravy on fries with cheese just kind of makes me go, ugh. Canada also has more donut shops per capita than anywhere else in the world. Apparently Canadians really like donuts too. Apparently, the world's longest beard belongs to a Canadian that has a really long and hard name that I'm not going to try and pronounce. And the beard was 2.37 meters, or 7 feet and 9 inches. Here's a fun fact for all you American people. Basketball was actually invented by a Canadian, even though basketball is not really that big of a sport here. It's kind of like a sport. I find it pretty ironic, to be honest, that it was invented here and we really don't even play it that often. Along with the kind of like the theme of like sports, did you guys know that hockey is not actually Canada's national sport? It's lacrosse. Like, what? That's just silly. Like, you would think that by now they would have changed that, because it does not make any sense as to why hockey is not our national sport, because it's the sport that you play all the time. I never played it personally, because I don't like to skate, but everyone else plays it. I mean, what are we supposed to do? It snows and there's ice on the ground for like 6 months of the year, at least. You have to find a sport that you can play on the ice. That's just the adaptation that we have created as Canadians. As it is coming close to Christmas time, this is a kind of a fun fact. If you live in Canada and you have like a younger brother or sister, you can actually write a letter to Santa and he will reply. You can write him a letter at the address North Pole, HOHOHO, Canada, and he will send you back a letter with a signature and all that on really fancy paper. It's awesome. I can say that I did it once or twice when I was younger, and it was freaking awesome. When you're young, thinking that Santa wrote you back a letter, it's like, he actually cares, he's actually real. And finally, the last two facts. The first fact is, our $100 bills are rumored to smell like maple syrup. They do not. The bank has denied that they do. They're not really sure where this rumor came from, but can we just talk for a minute what it would be like if our $100 bills smelled like maple syrup? I would never want to spend it. I would just sit there sniffing it all day. I'd be like... But no, the bank has to ruin all of our fun and make them smell like plastic. And the very last fact that I have is that 80.5% of Canadians have an internet connection. We're all internet hobbits. Who would have thought? I mean, you gotta have something to do when there's 6 feet of snow on the ground and you can't go outside. So why not go on the internet? And I'm pretty sure that like 19.5% are the ones that live in the territories up there. So they're always surrounded by snow all the time. So I feel as though trying to get an internet connection would be pretty difficult. Also, none of us say A after every sentence. There's some old people that do, but I don't think I've ever seen A, except for those past 2 times, in my entire life after anything. Because it sounds weird. Like, it sounds like you're always asking a question. You sound like a stupid person that always is like, has that like upward inflection when they're speaking, and you just always sound stupid. We're not stupid. We're awesome. But yeah, that is about it for all the facts that I have about Canada, this beautiful place with free healthcare. Sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you click the subscribe button down in that corner to subscribe to 7 Daily TV. I will be here every Saturday. If you would like to check out my personal channel, the link will be in the description, along with my Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and 7D TV's Twitter. So make sure you go follow all of those and subscribe. I just did the common white girl tag on my channel because I was tagged by my friend, so make sure you go check that out. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye!